It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Ravens and the Jets on Monday Night Prime Time.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here. In the month of October, we got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion comes Walker. 2nd down, Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson on the keeper.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Rodgers. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They will have it at the 24-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, New York. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Makes the score Jets 7, Ravens 0.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Washington now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll push forward for about a yard. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and a yard. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have A flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Jackson now. He'll try to run for it. Whoa! And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. In motion comes Walker. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jets offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Has an opening past the 40. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Rodgers now. That's to the right side. He's got poorly.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Looking deep for Lazard. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets them down close, and now it's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Allen Lazard. Touchdown, New York. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Extra point try now for Zerline. He gets it to go, and the Jets will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Ravens 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. His drive will start on the ground. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. The veteran safety, Jamal Adams, there for the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings us to
3rd and 6. Throwing Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's Gibb. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Big mistake with the punt return unit there. You think the defense is off the field, but here they come back again after the turnover.
These plays are just back-breaking, Mike. As you said, you get a big stop. You think your defense is going to get a chance to come off the field and get a break. Next thing you know, 1 minute later, they're back out there and the offense gets a chance to do it all over again.
In motion comes Walker. And he will get into the end zone. Kez Walker, touchdown Baltimore.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 96 yards. Touchdown, New York. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Jackson looking to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Jackson gonna keep it himself. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
In motion comes Walker. They'll stick with him again. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play. A big loss.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. The Jets have the advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Third and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Rodgers. That one taken in by Corley. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Open man, left side. He's got it. 14 on the pickup, and the Jets have a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Rodgers on 1st down. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the Ravens 40-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's right side and brought in by Williams.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return starts from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14, so work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught by Walker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
In motion comes Andrews. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short.
Still 3rd down.
So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. In motion comes Walker. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off.
Holding offense.
Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there. Slot man in motion right. Now Jackson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Now following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll run on 2nd down. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Down the field, he's got Corley. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
First down for Aaron. Over the middle, that's Corley. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A give up the middle with Hall. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, New York.
Another run here with Hall. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Second down, Rodgers. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Gain of 13 yards.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Rodgers gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Now Rodgers. He'll get that into the hands of Williams.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
3rd and long for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. On 4th down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll bring this to about the 25. The veteran safety, Jamal Adams, there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Jackson now. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
By Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson, the former 1st-round pick, in there to bring him down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. On comes the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. In motion comes Andrews. A 1st down throw for Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
2nd down, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this 1st half. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Extra point try now for Tucker. The kick is good. And the Ravens cut the lead to 3, 24-21. Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. Jordan Love, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Josh Allen, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now, Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. A pass caught right side by Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Play action now with Rodgers. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the third. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Slot receiver headed right. Jackson now on 2nd down. He finds Likely, his tight end. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on first down. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. Again, it's Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They send him right out of the slot. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The veteran safety, Jamal Adams, there for the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll send a tight end in motion. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Bateman is the motion man. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Oh, goodness. After the play, that's Lamar having some difficulties down there. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. We'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A 46-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will tie the game at 24.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. First down for Aaron. Over the middle, that's Corley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the tight end, Likely. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Will McDonald, there to tackle. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. the 36-yard line.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes fourth down. Ravens bring their punt team out. He'll come on to kick for a sixth time tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Rodgers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. First down, New York.
A shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
False start. Offense.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game late, and this is third down. They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to take the lead here in the fourth. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's to Conklin, the tight end. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them,
and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Here's Hall. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. the master of play action, Rodgers. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Rodgers now. That one's a Corley. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. To throw is Rodgers. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Rodgers. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And after the play, that's Aaron Rodgers who is having some sort of issue down there. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now Zerline for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Jets have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
In motion comes Andrews. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so
trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Bateman is the motion man. Now, faking the give. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
On the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
Oh, the hard count looked like they caught somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the first down.
Automatic first down.
First and 10. Bateman is the motion man. To the air now on first and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Jets' 34-yard
Here's
line.
2nd and 6. Now a handoff running right. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to get back within a field goal. And he has missed this one. No good. And the deficit will stay right where it is.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
First down for Aaron. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. On third down, Rodgers. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. This team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up second.
He'll drop to throw.
At the 31-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
And 8 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down.
3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. He'll tuck, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll motion over Flowers. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in! Mark Andrews! Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
They'll run, and he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful, and game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll try and get there on the ground. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. 2nd and 11. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. 3rd and 6. victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.